What's up, guys? I'm not going to yammer on too much. We've done a special second episode of the podcast this week with my good friend Charlie Liddle. She's opened up about her own battles with mental health and depression, anxiety, everything that falls under that bubble. So, special episode. It's a pretty deep episode. Charlie really, what Charlie does in this episode is fucking great. She really opens up about everything. I hope you all enjoy it. I appreciate the things she has to say. So let's just get straight into it. Welcome to the show, Liddle. How's it going?
I'm good.
We're breaking rules to do this. So we've got some distance between us. I'll edge up this way and put a shield between us.
No, we're good.
So we should have been sat wearing masks or something. No, it's all good. So obviously, anyone who doesn't know, Charlie's joining me today because we're going to be talking about mental health and all the stuff around that and whatnot. So we actually went on a little adventure just now to the van store, though.
Yeah.
So,
just
spent some money.
spent some cash monies.
Yeah. So unnecessary cash monies. No, it was all worth it. It was all stuff that we totally fucking needed. Yeah. So, how have things been anyway since lockdown and stuff?
Tough.
Yeah?
I think lockdown has made everything 10 times tougher than it would normally be.
Up here?
Yes, yeah. Because usually if I'm struggling or in a bad place, I would go and see a friend, or I would go and see my family, or I would go to the gym or do something like that, and not being able to do any of that has made it sort of like everything heightened quite a lot.
Yeah.
So sitting at home just like has been...
It's been difficult.
rough.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I mean, I'm the same. Whenever I'm dealing with something, I mean, luckily, I was going to say touch wood. There's no wood apart from on the floor. Touch wood. I've never really struggled so bad with my mental health and stuff like that. But I get what you're saying. Like, there is that thing of like, if there's something going on in my life where, just in general, where I'm struggling a little bit,
you'd usually
I'd go out.
With friends,
yeah, exactly. I'd go out and see people and stuff like that.
You kind of have that support taken off.
Yeah.
Away from you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So what have you been doing to sort of overcome that and stuff? Like
working about 400 hours a week.
I mean, that'll help. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I can in bands.
Yeah.
And not a lot. I've been sort of FaceTiming friends and stuff, or trying to keep busy, going to the gym, going for runs.
Yeah. Working out,
gaming, anything to try and sort of distract from just sort of sitting at home.
Yeah.
Miserable. Yeah.
So did you just feel like done in at the minute then, like when you're at home and stuff?
A little bit.
It's just like the theme
just
of
a bit
lockdown.
Sorry for myself. Just
yeah.
a bit,
No, I know what you mean. It's tough. It's a weird fucking time and stuff. And obviously, like, anyone doesn't know Charlie, obviously you were changing jobs at the start of this.
Yeah, that sucks. That was a pretty shit time to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to change jobs and then not be able to move to that job because they were like, oh, well, we're not doing anything.
I moved to a job where I didn't know anybody. So before, if I was in my other job, I would have been okay because all my friends are there and it was familiar and it was fine, so I would have been all right. But at the same time, when I was feeling shitty, I had to move to a job where I knew nobody and no one knew about me, so no one knew sort of like, I couldn't open up to them, so I kind of had to keep it to myself and just plod along and
Yeah.
Hope they didn't realise that was a bit.
Yeah. I know what you mean. But obviously Emily, good friend Emily swept in. We got to give her a shout out because she's gonna be fucking pissed if we don't give her a shout out. She swooped in and got you a little job to tie driver.
I'm on a music video because this fan is like.
I mean, I wish that was the excuse for my hair. My hair is just fucked. Yeah, legit. It's so bad right now. There's hairspray in it and shit. So.
Done.
We're both being super self-conscious about this camera angle, by the way, guys.
So
it's like it's weird. It's like it's there and it's down on us and stuff.
I have got trousers on. I've just got knees. It looks like I'm a bit naked under the pillow.
I'm just a beluga whale, so it's all good. It's totally fine. But yeah, no, it's a difficult fucking time. It's easy to struggle and stuff like so. It's a touchy subject. So ignoring lockdown though.
Yeah.
So to you, what are the things that you kind of struggle with personally and stuff? Because, like I say, this is an interesting topic for me because I've been in past relationships with people who have struggled with mental health and stuff like that, and like I've seen the effects of friends and stuff dealing with depression and anxiety and stuff like that.
I'm professional. My phone's going off. I'm so sorry.
That's right. Don't worry about it. That's fine. Look at this fucking haircut. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Yeah, but the wind's in it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's still
great.
Wind beneath my wings. I have no idea what I'm saying. Yeah. So like in general, like what is it you sort of deal with yourself?
I've texted you before, haven't I? Months ago, and it's that I feel. I know it's not true. I know it's just my head telling me, but it's something tells me I'm not worth being here.
Yeah.
And even my friends, who are my closest friends, in my head, I think you're bothering them by being here, so just take yourself away from them.
Yeah.
And then I kind of shut myself away, and then it makes it worse. And I know my friends don't think that, and I'm really lucky with my friends and stuff. But there's something in my head that just says like, wait here, like all the time.
So is that something you deal with all the time though? Like?
Not most of the time. Most of the time, but sometimes, like I say...
Obviously, like I say, we've had conversations where you've said that, and it's like, no, that's not the case.
Yeah, which has gone on for a long time, for years, but I think lockdown has made it a lot harder because I haven't got friends I can go and see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's most days I kind of wake up with that. That's my first thought pattern, is why I've been waking up.
Legit, like first thing in the morning and stuff?
Yeah. It's the first thing I sort of goes through my head.
Mad.
It is mad. It's sad.
No, it is. Yeah, well, I'd like it to sound patronising, but that's not how I mean it. Like, that fucking is awful.
Yeah.
So what the fuck do you do to counter that then? Like, in general?
Some,
obviously, you see friends and stuff, but like, obviously, there's got to be more to it than just that. Like,
some days I can shake it off and can just be like, you're being dumb, it's in your head, your friends don't think that.
Of course not. No one thinks that.
No, like, I know, but... And sometimes it's a bit too much, and I will just... I've done it before where I'll just turn my phone off for days and I don't speak to anyone and I just completely shut myself away. I won't go to work, I won't do anything, and it's... I don't know, it's quite scary when it gets to that because I feel like I'd be doing people a favour by not being here. And that's how it feels, so I think... I don't know.
That's not the fucking case. Like,
I know, I know, but it's...
If anything, you'd be doing the opposite for everyone. I know. Like, not a complete unfavour.
But someone... It's easier to say that than it is to my brain to
for sure.
Think like
so I'm assuming you must have have you ever had help for that or anything like that, like medications or anything like that, or like
CBT. I've had hypnotherapy. I'm on antidepressants, and
do they help?
The therapy helped a lot because it kind of gave me a reason why I feel like the way I feel. So it kind of now I know that's the reason I feel like that. It makes me rationalise with it a little bit more rather than just being like, why the fuck do I feel like this?
Yeah.
So it kind of, I know I feel like that and I can kind of tell myself that's why you're feeling like that. Medication, no, not really. I've changed my medication this week. I was speaking to my friend earlier, and even though it won't work for weeks and weeks and weeks, knowing I've changed it is enough to know that I'm doing something about it, so it makes me feel better anyway because I know that I've mixed it up a little bit. So... But yeah, every day is different. Every day you wake up is like, one day you wake up and you feel on top of the world, and the next day you wake up and you're like pissed off you've woken up.
Yeah.
So, but
that's like fucking...
Life.
No, that's nuts. But like, so have you not ever thought about going to therapy again and stuff or anything?
Yeah. Last time I went was...
Just to I have another question off the back of that.
Go on.
So... When you went to therapy, did they think there was like some deep rooted? Because I think with a lot of people who suffer with depression, stuff
it's
like
from
that,
my childhood.
There is like deep rooted stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously, we don't need to push into stuff like that, whatever.
It goes deep.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, I think that was the main root of it.
Yeah.
But then over the years, relationships and stuff and friendships have kind of made it worse, and I've let it make it worse. But it's something that will never go away. But it's something that I can try and reason with in my head and.
Yeah.
So,
but the therapy helps, like, you know.
It does help. And the last time I had it...
I mean, it's amazing just talking full stop. It's just like, you know.
Yeah, massively.
That's why when you said about doing this, you were a bit like, I don't know what I'd say or anything like that. And obviously, you know, it's like, it's an awkward thing. I mean, this is a weird fucking scenario. I mean, especially because I'm your mate and stuff like that as well.
But I don't even speak to my family about it. So my mum...
So this is very public for you as well.
But like last week, I was in a really, really fucking bad way last week. And I was in my room, and my mum could obviously hear that I was in a bad way. But instead of even coming in my room because she felt too awkward, she texted me from the next room, just went, "Are you still on antidepressants? Are you okay?" And that was it. And that's the only conversation we've ever had about it. Because
that's nuts. You guys just don't talk about it.
Just don't talk about it. She feels awkward about it. I feel awkward bringing it up with her. Mm-hmm. My dad has no idea.
He has no idea.
No idea. Like,
you know, this is going on YouTube, right?
He won't watch it. But yeah, He has no idea I've ever struggled with anything. Ever.
Seriously? And is that a choice of yours? Like, do you just hide it from people?
Because I think talking about it makes it real. So...
Yeah, but at the same time, though, like, with stuff like that, surely, like... Again, I don't know, because I'm fortunate in the sense that it's not something I've dealt with. But, like, surely, like, vocalising that to people, it's easy to... I always... Again, this is from my own fucking personal battles with stuff. I've dealt with bouts of anxiety and stuff mainly about my appearance and shit.
That's where a lot of mine comes from.
You know, because I've always been overweight and stuff like that, and, you know, I fluctuate and fucking whatever. Obviously, I did a whole fucking episode about that before. But yeah, like, the anxieties that come from the back of that. But, like, I always feel like, even with just, like, relationships and stuff, I always feel like I have to, the more I talk about it and talk it through, the more my brain can sort of compute what the fuck's going on and whatever. So
it does, but I was in a relationship a couple of years ago, and this is with a guy who I was like 100%, I'm going to spend my life with this guy, we're going to be together forever, and like I loved him, he loved me, and I was starting to really struggle, and he thought it was because of him that I was struggling, and because he didn't have anxiety, it was hard to explain to him that he wasn't the problem, it was me that I was the problem, but he just kept thinking, what am I doing wrong? So it kind of like started to cause a few dramas, and then when I really opened up to him and said, look, I'm in a really bad way, he left. So since then, I kind of don't tell people because I'm scared to tell people in case they react in the same way and just kind of fail on me, and then I feel worse because I'm like...
Sorry, yeah, there's an air freshener in here and it just went off and confused everything. Yeah, so they're real deep, and then the air freshener just ruined the whole flow of conversation there. Well done, air freshener.
But yeah, so when I, from experience, when I have opened up, it's just ruined everything, and I just learnt to kind of keep it to myself.
Yeah, but that shouldn't ruin everything, really, because that's, you know, I feel, well, I know everybody's different. I mean, you know, I'm not just tooting my own horn, but for me, that's something that people, especially people who want to be close to you and stuff like that, would want to work through with you and sort of help you deal with.
And I know they would, but it's... My best friend, she's one of my best friends since school, and we speak nearly every day. She lives in Scotland, and she is like the other half of me.
That's sweet.
No, honestly, she is. She's fucking incredible. I've never spoken to her about it.
You've never spoken to her about it?
And she's a nurse, and
Will she listen to this?
Maybe.
That's good.
There you go.
I'm looking up there like that. There's a camera on top of my telly. I've got fucking cameras all over this place. I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's that one.
Yeah, but she would never judge me. She would never say anything, and she'd only ever support me. But I still feel too awkward to talk to her, and she's the closest person in my whole life, and I still feel like I can't talk to her about it.
That's mad.
So, it is mad.
Well, thank you for like talking to me about this. This is like, I say, this is really like, this is quite. It is. I don't think you realise this is quite a big deal for you, what you're doing right now.
I think it will help me, and I also like. Because last week was so shit. Like,
I'm not saying there's going to be like thousands of people listening to this, but
no.
like, there will. Exactly, you're going to bring the punters in. 100%.
Last week I got like a proper kick up the bum for it, and I think that's made me be like, right, you need to sort yourself out. You need to stop just like, I don't know, because I'll go through a stage where a couple of weeks I'll be fine, and then a couple of weeks I'll be really bad again, and then a couple of weeks I'll be alright, and I can't keep doing that all the time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of given me a kick up the bum to...
That's also though you're trying to take a grip of it and get up. Well, I say get over it. It's probably something that will never go away.
You just need refreshment.
That's all right. You go ahead. You're allowed to drink. That's not a rule of this podcast. There's no drinking between takes, even though there's no takes. This is all one hit. Everybody's going to hear all of this. So I don't cut anything, really.
But no, I think talking about it helps, but I feel like there is a stigma with it, and I do think...
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's still one of those things where it's like, it's probably like, what, the last 10 years or so where it's become more of a thing of like people being more open about it and actually talking about it and things like that. So,
people still feel awkward about it.
Oh, of course.
And I don't think everyone knew. So when I worked at my old restaurant, I was there for like 10 years, everybody knew about my anxiety. So everyone would know that I've got OCD. I do certain things in certain ways. I'm weird about germs. Like, they all knew that, and they knew my anxiety. They knew if I had a panic attack, they knew how to deal with it. And that was great, but they didn't know about the not wanting to necessarily be here anymore part, because that would make them feel awkward, and I didn't want them to, I don't know, putting pressure on other people for them to sort of make me happy. You know
You're not after sympathy.
No, and I'm not. And I think
a
lot of people are so easy to say they've got depression. So if they're feeling a bit sad or a bit down, they'll be like, I'm depressed. And I think I'm scared of saying that in case people will be like, no, she's just down in the dumps. Do you know what I mean? So it's quite hard to actually be like, no, I have depression.
No, I legitimately struggle.
So it's quite hard to talk to people about. But
yeah, it's difficult, but then it's like you say, it's this to open that gateway to be able to talk to people and be able to say, look, this is not necessarily wrong with me, but like this is something I struggle with, and this is part of me, and this is my my life, especially if because have it been like, I know obviously you're saying it's been a long time, but has it been since like you were quite young that you felt like that, or is it like did it come on like later, or?
It came on later, probably when I was married. It started happening, and again, it was nothing to do with my ex-husband. It was what was going on with me, but we that put pressure on the relationship, and then the relationship ended because of that. But it's probably.
Well, like you say, especially like coming out of a marriage, or anything like that, that can spike anxieties and stuff like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
I feel like I've come out of relationships and stuff before where coming out of the other end of the relationship, you feel that like things aren't quite right. You blame yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So for you, do you think that might have triggered it a little bit? It's like the whole end of that marriage.
It was before that I started getting really bad.
Yeah.
And I would go through. I remember when I was married, I would go through 4, 5, 6 days of not eating a thing, not drinking a thing, not even water. I just couldn't, because I was so anxious. I was sick all the time. I wouldn't sleep. I had all these weird like OCD routines and stuff. And I don't really know what triggered it, but from then on, I've just never been able to like keep a grip of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened in my marriage that made me get to that point to all of a sudden then be like, right, I can't be married anymore. I need out. I need like, I don't know.
Well, sometimes that happens. I mean, you realise you're not living the life that you wanted, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know? So, or like things aren't going out as you planned, or that you're just not actually happy in the scenario that you're in, or like you're just not happy in yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not happy in yourself, it's like, what's that saying? It's like you can't love yourself. How could someone else love you and stuff like that? You know what I mean? So it's that scenario, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so that is probably what. Like
I think with me, a lot of it is not feeling good enough, and so like when I was married, him and all his family and stuff. He won't watch this because he hates me, so it's fine.
You never know. He might. He might.
His family all had really good jobs and really like kind of had their shit together, and I didn't. So I spent years just being like, why is he with me when I'm not good enough? I don't have a good job. I don't have a lot of money. I'm not pretty enough. All stuff like this used to really sort of like go over in my head like constantly.
Yeah, I get you.
Once that kind of started, I've never been able to shake that.
Yeah. I get you. It's the same thing, and it's like, unfortunately for me, the only thing I have to tie back to is the whole weight thing. Because legit, I've felt those things before.
Yeah.
I've always struggled with relationships of thinking to myself, why would anyone even fucking look at me?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Literally, so I get you. Like, I don't struggle with it to maybe the extent that you do, but like that is a thing for me in my brain. I think
if someone tells me that I look nice, I think A, they're taking the piss. They're doing it just to take the piss, or B, they're saying it because they think I want to hear it, not because they actually think it.
Yeah.
So most people would take a compliment and be like, oh, thank you, whereas I'm just like, no, I look like shit, don't say that.
Oh, yeah,
and it actually, like, it bothers me that people say, like, nice things, because I'm like, No,
I get you. Like, legit, whenever I receive a compliment, which is very rare, when I receive a compliment, I'm like, no, I'm disgusted. Like,
I'm
legit,
the same.
Like, straight away. And I'll play it off as a joke, but I'm not really joking. I'm just like, I'm not, nah.
Even if I'm dating someone,
it's not something that depresses me though. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just in my head. It's just like, that's just who I am.
I can't get it out of my head though. and I'll obsess over it. And
I have that, and then I shut it off.
I can't. Yeah.
You
so
know?
if I'm dating someone and I know I'm seeing them that day, I will text them in the morning, being like, "Forewarning, I look like shit today," and straight away, because I don't want them in my head. They're going to turn up and be like, "Fuck, she looks rough." Like,
yeah.
So I think if I pre-warn them that I look like shit, then they can't be disappointed, and that's kind of how I don't know. I see it, but. Yeah, I can't shake it. And
no, I know what you mean. Because, like I say, I literally do the exact same thing. Maybe not to the extent that maybe it affects you, because, like you say, you dwell on it.
Yeah.
Like, I try not to dwell on it, but I know exactly what you're saying, because I literally do the same thing. And think the same thing. It's
like an ongoing joke with my friends that I dye my hair like 6 days a week, and I literally every other day, every time I wash my hair, I dye it, because I think if it's one shade darker, I might feel pretty. So I dye it that one shade darker and think, no, you're still ugly. So then I'll be like, if I dye it orange or whatever colour, then I might feel pretty. So then I'll do that and I'll dye orange. I'll be like, no, you're still ugly. And then a day later I'll dye, like, because I can't get to a stage where I'm just like, oh, you look nice today. It's always just like, we'll do this and you might
Do you ever think you look nice, personally? Never.
But even if I'm like, if I get ready for a night out, I'll be at home, I'll get ready, I'll do all my makeup and I'll feel nice. The second I get out, or if I see all the other girls, I'm just like, no, you look like shit, you look disgusting, go home. And that's how, like, and it ruins my night, because I sit there thinking, all these people are prettier than me, and
that's not the case. You're a very good-looking girl. Just saying. Exactly. Off the dirt off the shoulder. But that's legit.
But like, I don't feel it, and I want to feel it, and I want to get to a point where I keep looking at things, like even like lip fillers and Botox. I know I'm going to get them. I know I'm going to regret them, and I know I'm still going to feel shit.
Yeah.
But I almost have to get them to
make yourself feel better.
Yeah, but
then that's when you fall down a rabbit hole.
That's what I mean, because I get that, and I'll be like, oh, maybe if I just got my boobs done as well, I might feel better. Maybe if I get this done, maybe I'll feel better. And I know it will just keep going until it's like...
And look, there is so many things out there as well, where people do the exact same thing that you do, and they tell you the horror stories, and it's like, don't do this. This is not. Nah. That's mad. But again, that's just that fucking thing, where it's up here, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you fucking read. It's like being vegan and not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I've seen horrible videos of poor little chicks being scooped into a fucking pallet and blended.
But they still taste delicious.
I'm still going to eat chicken nuggets.
I'm still dipping them in ketchup.
I'm still fucking going to eat them. I don't care. Like, I do care, but I don't.
I'm the biggest animal lover in the world. Like,
yeah.
I would replace humans with animals tomorrow. But they're still fucking delicious.
Yeah, like, it's still tasty. I still want to eat. I still want to go out for a steak. As soon as I go for a steak after this shit's over, I'm going for a steak. So
wings.
But, oh God, yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, so it's hard. Like, I don't know. I just think I'm never going to be happy with the way I look, and it does. So if I'm in a relationship, most people just kind of settle into it and be like, I'm with someone. Whereas I'll be like, why are you with me when you can be with this person or this person or this person?
Yeah,
and you're like, I can't just kind of relax.
So, again, I literally do the exact same thing, but after a spell, I'll drop it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it will last for a bit. I think that's maybe the difference. Is like, for you, it sounds like it's a constant. Yeah. Whereas for myself, with my anxieties and stuff like this, I hang ups on myself because I never feel like I'm good enough and stuff like that. And
is it your hair?
It's definitely my hair. My hair right now. Literally, I look like an overweight Luke Skywalker or something. Yeah, no, but it's that fucking same thing. It's like, you know...
Yeah.
I had it with my ex, actually, when I was going out with my ex, but there was this weird best friend and stuff at the beginning of that relationship or whatever, so that's a totally different story for a different day. But my anxieties then, it was just like, when we first started going out, because I hadn't been in a relationship for 5 years at that point, I was just like, I'm single now, and that was it, when I broke up with my ex from before that. And then I met her, and like... For the first couple of months, I was definitely way more paranoid than I'd ever been. Because I was just like, why would she be with me? Why would anyone be with me? Why is she even talking to me? Who would talk to me? Do you know what I mean?
Relationships, it's friendships as well. So if I...
Oh, friendships like that. The friendships I'm completely comfortable with. I'm a geezer.
Most of them I am. Lemon squeezer. But even in friendship groups, I think, do people invite me out because I'm just part of that friendship group? Or do they actually want me there?
I don't know.
And no, I know, but things like that really... bother me. Like, if I'm in a group chat, I try not to speak up in the group chat because I think, am I in it just because they feel sorry for me or because they feel like I should be in the group chat? Like,
that's giving people way more effort to make them actually... People don't think.
True. But stuff like that, where usually no one would even question stuff like that, to me, that I replay that all the time, and I'm like, are they speaking to me because they want to speak to me or because they feel like they have to speak to me? So
that just got lighter.
What just happened?
I don't know. It just, who knows? I was like, did it stop recording? It hasn't. We're all good. Don't worry.
It's not a great light.
No, it's not. Oh god, that hair. It's gonna bother me the whole time. Yeah, but no, that's crazy. You know, like the whole. So even down to the level of just people. What if you've known them for years and stuff like that? Do you have the same feeling with them? Even still.
So even when I worked at Pizza Hut, they were like through and through. These are my girls. I've been friends with these for like 10 years. Yeah. But I still, if they go on a night out, I think, am I actually invited, or am I invited just because I've been here for so long and I'm part of this group? Do you know what I mean? I think, do they actually want me there? Am I funny enough to be there? Do I make them laugh enough? Like, things like that. And a lot of the time I just think, oh, I'm just there because I'm part of the group. And that's it. Not because they actually want me there. So, yeah, it's quite tough. But
again, that sounds like so difficult to fucking try and counteract all the time, though. Like,
yeah, it is. But I try not to let it affect.
I mean, you realise that's not the case, though. There's got to be a part of it.
No, I know. Like, it does. And that's what I mean. Like, a few weeks later, I can look back on situations and be like, why are you being a fucking knob? Like, that isn't the case. And in relationships and stuff, like, I'll argue about something that isn't even important, but to me at the time it's important because I'm trying to, like, I don't know, try and get through something. And then a week later, I'm like, why have you done that? Why have you argued about that? That didn't need to be argued about. But at the time, it's so, like, in my head, I have to get it out. And then a week later, I'm like...
Yeah, like, great.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have said
that. Yeah, but it's done.
Yeah.
So, rough.
No, it sounds rough. So, fuck. That's blood.
Shit, innit?
Yeah, no, like I said, I didn't realise it was down to that level as well. Like, just being, like, pretty much everything.
Everything. Even work. I'll go to work and I have the easiest job in the world. But I'll go to work and I think I haven't done a good enough job today, and I'll go home and it'll bother me that I haven't done a good enough job.
Yeah.
And it's the easiest job in the world, and I know I have done enough. But at the time I'm like, what if I piss off my manager because I didn't do this quick enough? Or what if I've done this? Or I don't know. And I know it's not an issue, but to me it'll become an issue until, like...
And what would you do? What would you then do with that? Then would you... Do you actually ever go to your manager and like...
Twice this week I've got two managers and I've texted both of them apologising.
Legitimately apologising?
I apologised to one this morning and said, sorry, I'm being shit. And I text one when I was on shift yesterday, I think it was, saying, sorry, I'm just being really shit at the minute. I can't get it together. And
what did they say to that though?
Nothing. They're like, no, don't be dumb. Like, don't be dumb about it. But I don't know. I kind of.
So when people say that as well, because like that feels like that's an easy answer to anyone who's like dealing with stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, don't be dumb. Like, is that like a bit annoying? Like,
it's not annoying because sometimes I just need it to be told to me. Yeah. I need someone to be straight up and be like, you're being dumb, and then I'll be like, I am being dumb, and it'll kind of like it'll go in a little bit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I've texted my bosses this weekend, just been like, sorry, I'm really shit at my job, blah blah blah, and they're like, okay, no, but okay, but
yeah. That's mad. So literally, like, fucking anything you fucking do, essentially.
I text Emily today and said sorry for being shit, and I don't really know what I've done to make myself feel shit, but I texted this morning just being like, sorry, I'm shit, I'm selfish, and she's like, no. But I feel like I have to apologise all the time for like just being a bit of a shitty person.
We're all shitty people at some point and at some level.
Yeah.
Like, and it's okay to be shitty people.
Yeah.
We all get wrapped up in our own shit.
That's what I mean. Other people go through stuff, but I'm a bit selfish with it where...
Yeah, but that doesn't... You can only fucking deal with your own stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, I say that, obviously, everybody wants to be there for their friends and stuff like that, but like, you know, it's like my old mum says, like, honestly, you've got to look after number one because no one else will. And it's like that is very true. And at the end of the day, you've got to make you happy before you can start worrying about making other people happy. That's not saying be a complete selfish wanker, but like, you know, if you're feeling fucking down and stuff like that, you can't be worrying about everybody else.
I know with my friends and stuff, like you, I've texted you probably last year, didn't I? Say I was in a really I was in a bit of a shit place and I was really struggling and stuff. I've got friends that I text at 3 a.m. and say like, can I come over? And no one's ever said no one's ever said anything bad. They've all gone, yeah, what can I do? Like straight away.
Yeah, of course.
So I know people are there, but I'm also scared to kind of reach out to them people and be like...
You totally shouldn't know, because especially if they're you know...
And I know they'd never say anything about it, but it's still... Why are there so many flies in here, by the way?
I have no idea.
It's like...
Maybe I have a nest.
It's like the bugs life.
You say so many, there's literally one.
No, there's two.
Is there?
Maybe I'm seeing things.
No, there's literally one.
These new antidepressants are like fucking with me.
I was going to say, yeah. Don't try and make
Maybe
out I have
wasn't
like a bin fucking house. There's one fly in here.
I'm in a trash house.
Yeah, it's right above the camera. It might even make an
No.
appearance in a minute. Who knows? Oh God. I completely forgot what we were just saying. Now you completely thrown me off. I have no idea. Fuck. No, yeah, about friends and stuff like that.
But yeah.
No, you shouldn't like feel that you can't. And like, especially I've always said it to you loads of times. Like, if you ever need to talk, like just say it. Because if it's one thing I am good at, it's just chatting.
Yeah.
So, like, if you ever need to talk or whatever, like, yeah, nice.
It's quite hard. I don't mean this to sound like patronising in any way, but unless you've got it,
oh no,
it's hard to understand it.
No,
so
I completely understand.
I've got a friend who suffers quite badly as well.
Well, I say completely understand. That's very contradictory. That's not what I meant.
I've got a friend who does suffer, and he's really good because he thinks the same way I think. Like, completely, we're like the same person. So when I'm struggling with something, if I speak to him, I know he's going to be quite rational with it and be like, "It's this that's making you think like this." Like, he's quite good. Because unless you've got it, it's quite easy for someone to just be like, "You'll be alright. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine." And I'm like, "Okay, maybe I won't kill myself today because you said I'll be fine. That's cool. Okay."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
People feel awkward talking about it, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've had like dark days that you've spoke to me about and stuff before, but I don't think you've ever outright spoke to me about like fucking killing yourself or anything like that. Didn't even know that was so much of a thing. So,
yeah.
Which is nuts to hear, to be fair, especially if you're dealing with it like semi-daily.
Yeah, and I think this going to sound like a proper arsehole. Most people think people that kill themselves are selfish.
Yeah.
I think they're brave, and I wish I could almost be brave enough to do it as well. A fucking fly. It's making me twitch. Like,
I've shut all the windows as well. That's why it's in here, because you can't escape.
I just fucking agree with.
Oh God.
If I knew I had a way out that would be 100% effective, I would do it. But I also, it's quite scary because I'll sit there and I will Google ways to kill yourself effectively, because I think if I took an overdose and it didn't work properly, I could make myself really poorly. If I fucking jumped off a bridge or something but didn't die but like paralysed myself, you know, things like that. I think if I had, it's quite scary, if I had 100% chance knowing I was going to die, I'd probably do it. And it's scary to think like that, and I make a joke of it quite a lot and kind of be like, I'm going to drive off a bridge, blah blah blah, and try and make a joke about it, because I don't know, it's quite hard to sort of say to people.
Yeah, legit. Because when you say it's a joke, I don't think you're being serious. But actually, you're like, I'm actually fucking thinking this.
Yeah.
Which is fucking awful.
Well, I'll probably fuck that up and wouldn't do that way. But be paralysed for the rest of my life.
I was going to say, if anything, you've just summed up the extent of your anxiety and the fact of you're concerned that you'd mess it up and stuff like that.
Anxiety I can deal with. Anxiety and depression are different. So anxiety...
No, but you have anxieties of ruining something. That's what I'm saying. So then merging over here, you're anxious that if you tried something, it wouldn't go right, which would cause you then to be like a vegetable or something, as messed up as that sounds. But
no, it's true though, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's kind of just my luck. I'd fuck it up and then just be like, great, okay. Still here, still miserable.
If anything, I'm glad you think that, because that's stopping you from trying to do something.
Yeah.
Legit, like, if you're feeling that way and you're saying therapy help, why not get that? Why not go back to that?
Again, because I feel almost like a burden on the therapist.
Yeah,
even though that's their fucking job, and I pay
I was gonna say, you're paying those
bare
fuckers.
fucking dollar
Yeah,
for
exactly.
therapy. Yeah, and cheap. Like, even I feel like people, they're gonna judge me or be like, oh, she doesn't mean it, and I'm gonna be wasting their time. That's how it feels to me. I feel like I go to them and they're gonna think that I'm wasting their time. So that is another anxiety that I'll be like, can't get rid of. I'll be there the whole, like, during the therapy session, and in my head I can't relax because I'll be thinking, I don't know, it's hard. Like, they're going to think I'm wasting their time. So why am I there? You're not going to help me? So it's just a lot of anxiety. Just
I was going to say,
I didn't mean to do that, actually.
I was going to say,
One anxiety I don't have.
No, clearly not. She's fucking showing it to the world right now. She'll go skiing, but if she's got to drive her car off a cliff...
That's what it was. It was skiing.
She'll go skiing, she won't drive her car off a cliff, though.
I love skiing. Really good at skiing. One of my favourite
Really
hobbies.
good at skiing.
Really good at skiing. Yeah.
Wow, okay. Well, everybody fucking...
10 out of 10 would recommend. But yeah, no, it's a weird one. It's just any situation.
Sorry, that's tickled me. That's fucking fantastic. The hand motion, everything. I was considering removing the video from this because I feel like a fucking egg. But that's staying in now just for that. Just for the fucking... She was flossing, that's what it was.
That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, I'm really good at that.
She's got really good dental hygiene.
Good.
That's what she was saying, guys. Yeah.
That's my ex-boyfriends. I do it a lot.
You floss a lot, right? Yeah.
And ski.
And skiing's with two, right? Like that's just to clear that up
for you. I'm an open-minded girl. Loose lips Liddle. That's what they call me.
Loose lips Liddle.
It's my nickname on the street.
It's all coming out on this. That was a nickname I didn't know you had. So
yes.
There you go.
We can make some money from this. We could
This is the start of your OnlyFans.
We'll link the OnlyFans underneath.
You promised you were going to flash at the end of this.
I did, didn't I? So you have to stay
you have to stay to the end. That's going to happen at the end. Okay. She's going to flash.
Yeah.
She's not. So, but yeah, no, that's
mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is mad.
And that's like.
It's mad, but it's cool. It's cool that you could. Well, I say it's cool. I mean, it's good that you're talking about it now. Like,
yeah.
I'm not being funny. You really spoke about that side of it, of like thinking of googling it and stuff like that. Like,
yeah. So I've got a couple of people that I do, and they're like really good. But
they talk you down. Do you need talking down? Would you talk yourself down?
It's weird because it's not something that I think about all day. Would just be like, just kill yourself, just kill. Like, it's not something that goes around all day. It's more.
Yeah, because obviously you fill your days with activities and stuff like that, so it stops it. Yeah.
It's just a really impulsive thing. Of 1 minute I'll just be like, do it, and I'll really have to like talk myself down. Or that's what I mean. That's why lockdown's so difficult because usually I wouldn't necessarily tell my friend that I'm going through that, but I'd text my friend and be like, what are you doing? Let's go out for a bit. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a drive. Let's go and do something.
Let's fucking do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, and I won't tell them what's going on. Because it's quite a hard conversation to have, but having them distract me for half an hour is sometimes enough just to make me okay.
Switch off, kind of thing, yeah.
But with lockdown, obviously that's not been able to happen.
That's good that you can reach out to people and do that because you know you're feeling that way as well.
Yeah. But yeah, lockdown's obviously made it fucking a million times.
I guess ultimately, deep down though, like you don't want to do that. Is that right, or is that...
I don't because of other people, but I do because I don't want to feel this way anymore. And because I felt this way for so long, I can't imagine not feeling this way, if that makes sense.
What do you think? I don't know if you'll have... that's what I was going to say. I don't know if you even have an answer for this. But what do you think would help you stop feeling that way? Do you think there's anything that could help you stop? Do you feel there's something missing in your life or anything like that?
Not really, because I don't really... Even when I'm in a relationship with someone... It doesn't necessarily change it.
Yeah.
It helps it because then I've got that support and I know I've got that support and stuff, so it does help. But I don't know, I tried loads of things, even things like changing jobs, changing house, like I moved in with a friend, being in relationships, and nothing seems to have like
chilled it out, no.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's what I mean, the thought of feeling this way forever isn't a life,
no, if anything,
I'm not enjoying life. And
no.
But I don't know what to do to make me enjoy life. Apart from adopt all the cats in the world.
And that's what it takes. Just fucking do it. just get all of them.
My mum will be
I was gonna say,
absolutely fucking not.
But again, that's if anything, that's like a thing. Would that not like intrigue you? Like being able to see if like one day you could like work at like have your own cat rescue or something like that. Like something you aspire to. I feel like as people we always want to fucking have something that you aspire to achieve. Or strive to have one day and stuff like that. Like, do you have things like that as well? Or
I look after
do these like dark
feelings
like fucking overcome stuff like that?
I have my happy places. So when I look after, like I say, all the stray cats I look after, that's my little happy place. And I'll go up there and I'll sit there sometimes hours on my own and just sort of sit there. And that's my little happy place. And that's where I feel quite content and just like...
Oh, this is good,
Yeah, but I can't do that all the time. Like, do you know what I mean? I can't
Yeah, but
sit
then that's what
in
I'm saying.
a fucking shipping yard like
No,
with
but,
stray cats.
no, but
Fucking
then that's
mental.
what I'm saying with like having like opening a cat rescue or something like
I
that.
don't know. There's always been like excuses not to do stuff. So like, I'll look at doing like animal behaviour courses and stuff, but then there's always something like, oh, I can't afford it. Oh, I can't do that and work full time, or oh, I won't fit around work. There's always like
There is always a way to do these
there
things.
is, but I always seem to like talk myself out of it.
Yeah, you should absolutely do stuff like that because again, it focuses your brain. I feel like as well. It's like when your brain's not focused sometimes, well, that can make you feel more depressed and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's talking to someone who doesn't really suffer with depression, but it's suggestions and just talking to you. It's like if you had something like that where you could focus your energy and stuff like that, surely that would help. Because I'm not, and this is no offense to working at Tesco or to anyone who works at Tesco, but like that is monotonous. Like you go to work,
it doesn't distract me.
you do your job, you go home, the end.
It's
like,
such an easy job.
And that's not knocking anyone who fucking works there or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But it is like you can get in that rut in your brain of just being like, okay, I've gone to work, I've done my job, and I'll go home.
Yeah.
And it's like great, but then do you feel fulfilled after that? Like again.
And again, because it doesn't keep me. It keeps me busy. In case my boss is watching, it keeps it very busy. But it doesn't distract me because it's such an easy job and it's the same thing every day. It's nothing challenging, so I don't have to think about it. So then I think about other stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing that really like distracts me, I go for a lot of drives, and people will be like, "Why are you just driving around?" But because I'm concentrating on the road, I'm concentrating on driving.
Yeah, your brain is like it's off essentially. Yeah,
and I think people think I'm a bit crazy because I just drive around everywhere. But to me, that distracts me enough, and that's like, I don't know, makes me feel better, I guess. But
anything that makes you feel better. Like I say, I legit think you should, like, when this is over and stuff, you should fucking absolutely do that. Do something that you think you'd love.
Yeah.
And focus your fucking mind. Because like when you do that, it's like you're working towards something, and it's like, okay, when I do that, then what's after that? Do you know what I mean? Can I get a job doing being a vet or anything you might want to get into or anything like that? Do you know what I mean? And then it's like that.
I think I'm destined to be a crazy cat lady anyway. So if I just start adopting like
you just start fucking adopting cats in between doing that, then all of a sudden
I could get like a whole collection.
Yeah, exactly. You could fucking get all the breeds.
That'd be great.
Like collecting Pokemon, but cats.
That'd be great.
Maybe we should do that. Just collect all the cats.
Starting with Fanny.
Or open up a cat cafe.
Starting with Fanny.
Because we were talking about the fact that your cat is named Fanny in the car.
Yes. And people don't know that my cat's called Fanny.
She's got a pussy called Fanny, but a vagina called Keith. Is what we discovered. So.
And people don't know that Fanny's called Fanny.
Or that her vagina's called Keith, but now everyone knows.
Everyone knows, yeah. But when I mention Fanny at work and people don't know that Fanny is my cat, they look a bit perplexed.
Oh, in the vet, that sounds great as well.
Yeah.
Fanny?
Yeah.
Fanny, are you here, Fanny?
Have you been grooming your Fanny this summer? Yes.
You've been grooming your Fanny?
Yes, I have.
Have you legitimately had an email for it that says that?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Make sure you keep Fanny stimulated during the hot summer months. And I do. I do.
Oh, God. Loose lips Liddle. Keeps Fanny simulated for the summer. Jesus.
This is taking a turn.
It has.
This is
sordid all of a sudden.
Mate,
keeping it light-hearted. That's what we said.
It is,
keep it serious but light-hearted at the same time.
That fly though is really like.
Oh, so I thought there was two. Then there's not. There's just one.
No, there's definitely two.
No, there's one. Look at he's there. No one can see. Everybody's gonna be like, they're fucking talking about a fly. This is really deep, and then they talk about a fly. No one can see the fly, and then Fanny, and like all sorts of stuff. But yeah, no, not like just going back to it, like 100%. That's what I think personally, but I don't know what you think.
Legit, so a couple of years ago, when I said my ex-boyfriend left stuff, I was living on my own. So I lived on my own for about 3 or 4 months, which I think was the worst thing I could have done because I was literally in a house that me and him had together, all our stuff together, and he wasn't there. So that made me feel like fucking million times worse. And I remember, I spoke about this to Emily the other day. I legit remember waking up one morning, being upset that I'd woken up because apparently that's not a rational thing to fucking think. And the only thing that stopped me from like doing anything that day was because I was like, there's no one to feed the cat. And that's the only thing I could think of was just like, if I die, because I lived on my house, like if I died right now, there'd be no one to feed the cat. And because my cat was like my whole little fucking... That smells fantastic.
Oh, nice. It's good air freshener.
That's great. Was that if I killed myself, there'd be no one to feed the cat. And because she was literally like everything, I was like, I can't put her through that. Like, she can't starve to death. And that was the only thing that day that made me like be like, no.
You've seen fucking Afterlife, right?
Yeah.
So that's scarily fucking
when
true
I watched
representation.
That was
then,
so
obviously.
like relevant. When I watched it, that proper like hit me in the feels because I was just like,
I feel like that.
it's a proper deep
obviously
program anyway.
It's a different scenario of why he's depressed and stuff, but like...
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing as well. Like, I feel like I've got no reason to be depressed. So if someone's... and I know it's not
brain's a fucking crazy thing.
Yeah, and I know it's not... You don't get depressed because of a reason, but it's also like, I feel like I haven't got the right to be depressed. So I'm scared to talk to people
that can
about
make you feel more depressed, I imagine.
Yeah, but if I...
The hair is a problem here today.
If I... Say like I've never told my dad. If I went to my dad and said...
It's coming for you.
You saw that, didn't you?
The fly is coming for you.
Straight out of my fucking jugular.
Yeah.
If I went and told... There is 2.
Is there? Oh shit, there's 2! Oh! Okay, I do have bin house. The air freshener ain't working. It fucking clearly stinks in here.
It smells like shit.
Yeah.
Pure shit.
Oh, great.
We'll get back on that subject.
Yeah. You tell your dad, you were saying.
Oh, yeah, so if I tell my dad and be like, look, Dad, this has gone on for years, he's going to go, why? You've got no reason to. And that's my first thought process. If I tell someone, they're going to be like, she's got no reason to.
Yeah, that's easy for people to say, isn't it? Especially for someone who, not your dad, I'm sure probably would understand.
Yeah, absolutely, I know.
But like, if someone doesn't understand, that's the first thing you'd say. Is like, oh, well, why are you depressed?
Yeah.
So,
and as I say, like,
I've had that mindset in the past with friends of mine who have been like, "Oh yeah, I'm depressed."
You've got no reason to be depressed about.
Why are you depressed? But like, again, you educate yourself. Do you know what I mean? And you become more knowledgeable on the fucking matter. And like I say, I've been in relationships where the other half has suffered with depression, and fucking like I say, friends. I've had a couple of friends who've had really bad bouts of depression and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Excluding yourself, that is. And like seeing the stuff that they go through, and then you sort of realise, okay, this isn't about a situational thing.
Yeah.
This is a fucking something in the brain thing that's wrong. Do you know? So it's not like I say you don't necessarily have to have a trigger point. You know, it can be anything.
I wish it was just anxiety because I'm quite good at dealing with my anxiety now and panic attacks. Like it's very rare that I have a panic attack now. Whereas I was having.
Oh, you have panic attacks?
Yeah, and like I say, when I was married, I was having 3, 4, 5 a day, and they were really, really bad, like really bad. And I've got them under. Now I know they're panic attacks. Because at the time, when you don't know you're having a panic attack, they're fucking terrifying because you don't know what it is. You don't know why your heart is beating so quickly and you can't breathe. Like, and when you know someone tells you that's why that's happening, it's easier to like. Not make them go away, but kind of like, I don't know what the word is.
So, like suppress it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know now, if I'm having a panic attack, I know how to stop it straight away. I know to tell myself it's just a panic attack, it's not going to kill you, nothing's going to happen, and I can like talk myself out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But depression isn't the same. Depression is harder to like do that, whereas anxiety...
It's like fucking quicksand depression, I think.
Yeah.
It's like you're just stuck.
Yeah.
Until something throws you a rope and then you can pull out of it a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm quite hopeful this new medication is going to work. It's going to take a while, I think, 'cause it can take weeks and weeks and weeks to like...
So how long ago did you change?
Monday. So like 2 days in. So not long, and it can take weeks.
So it's very recent then?
It is very recent. But already knowing that I'm...
What are you on, if you don't mind me asking?
Fluoxetine.
Fluoxetine?
Fluoxetine, yeah.
Okay.
In liquid form, because I can't
See, my mum suffers with depression.
Yeah, my mum does. My mum suffered it for years and years and years. Yeah.
She'll be... Well, I think my mum's actually classed bipolar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she can be very fucking up or down.
Annoyingly, mine, a lot of it's based around my hormones.
Diazepam, is that?
Oh, that's great.
That's great.
Oh, she's got some going.
Yeah.
But yeah, mine's like really hormone based as well. So when I'm hormonal, I can go from like...
Oh God, so you're like...
And that's what I mean. I just
absolute she-devil all of a sudden.
Yeah,
like...
and I can't rationalise things in my head, and I get so angry over the smallest thing, and then the next week I'm like, why the fuck? Like, what is wrong with you? Like,
yeah.
And then I'll just be like, why have you acted like that? But that's me. That's what I do.
That's me.
That's me, yeah. But...
Yeah. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed then, maybe that makes a difference.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
But, so you've not been on that before, though, that one?
No.
What did you say it was called again?
Fluoxetine.
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 I knew it was something. I have a terrible memory. You told me that 2 seconds ago and I already forgot what it was called. Fluoxetine.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Well, you're going to be okay as long as you fucking keep us in touch and stuff like that, and just like legit. Like nobody wants you to do that at all.
No, I think I know that deep down.
As much as you can, don't think that anyway.
Deep down, I know that, but
it doesn't help it from being here.
Yeah, once it's in your head, it's quite hard to like
shake it.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'll work on getting on something to focus on as well. Something that you've always wanted to do. All the cats, just fucking all the cats.
Yeah, all the dogs. Any animal that needs a home.
Like,
come to Liddle's.
Legit though, like fucking, if it's a course or whatever, like just do it. Because that will, I personally think will help. 100%.
Yeah.
It's always good to have like a fucking project anyway, just in general. Why do you think I do this? Like,
because you can have people like me here.
Well, that as well. But like fucking, it's just, I get a kick out of doing it, and it's just something outside of work and stuff like that to sort of focus my time on. Like obviously I have to edit the videos and stuff like that.
Like,
it's not just chatting as well, I'm hearing different people's stories and stuff like that. I mean, it's a bit different when we was doing, obviously I've done the whole fucking pop culture thing and stuff like that, and you just talk about nerdy stuff all the time. Whereas with this series, it's different because I'm talking to you about this, speaking to other friends about weight, talk about fucking lockdown, just all sorts of different stories and different perspectives from different people and stuff. So it's just something to work on in your spare time and whatever.
I feel like now not lockdown's lifted, but like now it's sort of going back to normal.
Yeah,
is a massive weight lifted because I remember the first day when they said about lockdown, I had the biggest panic attack. I texted someone I was like seeing at the time, was just like, I'm struggling, I can't be on my own. Like, I really, really like got done in about it because I knew that my whole support network was just gone all of a sudden, and I know I couldn't see anyone. I know I couldn't see him. I couldn't see friends. I couldn't see anyone. So I really, really panicked. And I think now I've got through that. Wasn't great, but now I've got through that. Now it's coming to an end. I want to try and think, well, it can't be any worse than that. So
yeah, exactly.
It's kind of,
well, the worst part of it is
if I can get through that, then I can get through anything else, I guess. Now I can see people again. Like, so that's kind of my thought process at the minute. Like, you got through the hardest part, so.
World's your fucking oyster.
Smooth sailing.
Fucking world is your oyster. Yep. Do with it as you please.
Yes.
Well, I guess we'll fucking wrap up there then, I guess.
Sorry to depress everyone.
I don't think that's the fucking case at all. I think it's really fucking brave that you've just sat there and spoken about.
Yeah.
Legit think it's really fucking brave. And like, for you to come out and after saying that you've barely spoke to a lot of people about this, and then now to put it on the internet, essentially, for anyone to see.
Yeah.
That's a big, if anything, that's a big thing for you. And you should be really fucking proud of yourself for doing that as well. They should, like legit. Like I say, there's probably only about 2 people watch this, but that's not.
But them 2 people.
Those 2 people didn't know.
Fans. Cheers,
exactly,
guys.
fucking
Thanks
OG fans
Cheers,
of Loose Lip Liddle. So, yeah, no, legit. What you've just done is super fucking cool, and like you should be really proud of that. And I think there'll be a lot of people who potentially might watch this who can relate, and like what you've just done, they'll be like, oh well, fuck, I couldn't sit and do that.
Yeah.
So what you've done is like legit, really fucking cool. So and
I'll
like,
wait for the phone call from my dad.
Don't underestimate that. Yeah, when you share this on your Facebook, he's like, oh, I was on this.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? You've told some idiot with shit hair. You didn't even tell your dad.
All around his fucking house.
Exactly, he's got a fucking shithole house. He's got a terrible haircut.
Yeah.
And you fucking told him and not me. So yeah, well, I guess that's the episode. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope, again, if this is fucking going to help anyone or anything like that, then that's great.
Sorry if it's boring.
I don't think it's boring.
I'm not going to flash.
It's definitely... Oh, she's not flashing.
We gave you false promises.
No, false hope, yeah. She might have an OnlyFans one day.
I might have an OnlyFans.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you could like and subscribe, fucking share this, that would be amazing. Again, this is quite a poignant fucking topic, so like if you can share it around and stuff like that, and if anyone's going to get any kind of like help from it, or you know might be inspired by what Charlie just had to say or anything like
You're
that,
welcome. You are welcome.
Then yeah, exactly, you're fucking welcome. Charlie, do you want to plug your Instagram or anything like that? Do you want people to follow you on the internet? You don't have to. I'll let everybody.
You can tag me in it.
I can tag
you tag me in it.
Okay, I'll tag her in it. She's not gonna give it out vocally. So
There's creeps about.
Yeah, there is creeps about. If you're following me on social media, though, you'll be able to find Charlie. She'll be tagging all this shit. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll fucking catch you next time. Stop.